What's going on, guys? Welcome on back. It is Sunday, June 6th. We have a 15-game Major League Baseball schedule on tap for today. Real quick, a recap of yesterday. And on the money line / spread picks, I got an old-fashioned ass whooping yesterday. I go 5-10. Abysmal. Probably one of the worst days we had on our money line spread picks in like the last month. It did even itself out. We go 11-4 on our over-unders. The terrible reads on my part. The Padres, the Yankees, once again, my lord, what are they doing? I took the Nationals as my big underdog play of the day. 3 bad reads, legitimately bad reads on my part. Our home run parlay just missed at the end of the night. We went 2 for 3. All we needed was Jose Ramirez to come through for us. He ripped a 415-foot foul ball down the line. I knew that was it after that. But you guys already know the rules over here. We take the good with the bad. It's on to the next one. 15 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Guys, look for our play of the day. The one game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Also at the end of the video, our 4 parlay plays of the day. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Up first, guys, we got the Baltimore Orioles in Atlanta taking on the Braves. This will be an 11:30 start game. The Orioles are looking for the sweep here today. They won yesterday's game, a score of 9-6. In this matchup today, the left-handed pitcher Rogers is on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles. He's 1-0 this season with a 2.05 ERA. This will be his 4th start of the season. Holmes is on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. The right-handed pitcher is 4-7 this season with a 3.47 ERA. In this matchup today, I'm looking at Holmes, who at home this season has an ERA of 2.75. The Orioles bullpen has been good, as well as this Braves bullpen. Both of the bullpens are a bit deadlocked, I could say, in this matchup. In the last week, both of the team ERA bullpens are at 3. In this matchup today, like I said, the Braves are going to try to avoid this sweep, in my opinion. This game means a lot more to the Atlanta Braves, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we're taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. I'm playing 1 Oriole, 1 Brave. Give me Henderson of the Baltimore Orioles, as well as Ronald Acuna of the Atlanta Braves, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. I like the overs for both of these starting pitchers today. Rogers of the Orioles over 4.5 strikeouts. Holmes of the Braves over 7.5 Ks today. Alright guys, on after that, we have a series that's split coming into today. The Cincinnati Reds in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. The Phillies were able to even up this series yesterday, winning a score of 5-1. In this matchup today, the young right-handed pitcher Burns is on the mound for the Reds. He's 0-1 this season with a 13.50 ERA. Zach Wheeler on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies today. He's 8-3 this season with a 2.27 ERA. Looking at Zach Wheeler, his last 5 starts, he's been absolutely dominant. In his last 5 starts, his combined ERA is at 0.50. Looking at this Cincinnati Reds team, they on the road this season, their batting average does drop. Granted, they hit righties much better than they hit lefties. We saw Suarez yesterday really deal against them. On the road this season, overall, their batting average is 240, whereas the Phillies at home in general are batting 280 this season. I'm looking at both of these teams' bullpens. In my opinion, it's another deadlock in this matchup. I do not like this young right-handed pitcher, Burns, who got absolutely stomped on by the Boston Red Sox in his last start. He only went 2 innings in that game. I do not feel this will be the start he gets on track. In Philadelphia today, there is going to be 9-mile-per-hour winds blowing to right field, meaning left-handed bats will have a huge advantage. We know the left-handed bats in this Philadelphia lineup. In this game today, Philadelphia are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and we're playing the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 3 batsmen in this game today. We're playing Ellie De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds, as well as Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies, all 3 batsmen, 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now. This is another game where I like both of the starting pitchers to go over their line. Burns of the Cincinnati Reds, we're playing him to go over 4.5 strikeouts. Zach Wheeler, we're playing him to go over 8.5 Ks today. Alright guys, on after that, we have the Boston Red Sox in Washington taking on the Nationals. Boston will be going for the sweep here today. They have their left-handed pitcher Crochet on the mound. He's 8-4 this season with a 2.34 ERA. The left-handed Japanese pitcher will be making his major league debut for the Nationals in this game. His name is Agashiwara. From what I see from him in the minors, he throws a fastball 45% of the time, and the high speed of this fastball is 93 miles per hour. In this matchup today, looking at this Red Sox team, this is 2 straight days in a row against this Nationals team. They put up at least 10 runs on them. With the left-handed pitcher Crochet on the mound today, we look at this Nationals team. They're batting this season just .225 against left-handed pitchers. In this game, the Red Sox are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total is set at 8.5, and we're playing the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 2 Red Sox in this game today. Give me Duran as well as Story, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props now. We only have the Red Sox starting pitcher Crochet's line out, and we're taking his under 7.5 strikeouts. Moving along, guys, we got the Angels in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. The Jays were able to win yesterday's game, a score of 4-3. They will be looking for the sweep here today in this matchup. In today's game, the left-handed pitcher Anderson gets the start for the Angels. He's 2-5 this year with a 4.12 ERA. Guzman on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 6-6 this season with a 4.18 ERA. In this matchup, like I said, the left-handed pitcher Anderson is on the mound for the Angels. This season, he has an ERA on the road up close to 6. This Toronto Blue Jays team is still the best left-handed pitching. They hit left-handed pitching better than anybody is what I'm trying to say. Their batting average is at .293 this season. In this matchup today, the Blue Jays looking for the sweep, and we got them getting it. I'm playing the Blue Jays on the run line. The game total is set at 9, and I'm taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Angel, 1 Blue Jay. Give me Neto of the Los Angeles Angels, and we're playing Bo Bichette of the Toronto Blue Jays, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now. I like both of these starting pitchers in this game to go under their line in this one. Anderson of the Angels under 3.5 strikeouts. Guzman of the Toronto Blue Jays under 6.5 Ks today. On after that, guys, the Subway Series game. The Yankees in Citi Field taking on the Mets. The Mets won yesterday's game handily, a score of 12-6. In this matchup today, the left-handed pitcher Max Fried is on the mound for the Yankees. He's 10-2 this season with a 2.13 ERA. Devinsky will be getting the start for the Mets. He'll just be the opener. They're expecting him to go 1 inning only. This year, no wins, no losses. ERA is at 3.38. I mean, in this match, we got to look at the numbers, I guess. It would show that the Mets are hitting .230 off of left-handed pitching this season. Max Fried has been dominant this year. His ERA in his last... If you take away his last start against the Blue Jays, prior to the last start against the Blue Jays, his ERA in 5 prior starts was at 175. Is that Blue Jays start just the outlier because of how bad this Yankees team has been? Is it Max Fried regressing? Is it the whole team regressing? I don't know what's going on with this Yankees team. We're going to continue to trust the numbers, though. They're going to have to break out the slump. We just don't think they're going to lose every game. In this matchup today, I'm rambling. We're playing the Yankees on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we're taking the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. We're playing DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees as well as Ben Rice of the Yankees. And we're taking Juan Soto of the Mets, all 3 batsmen, 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. The only starting pitcher's line we have is Max Fried of the Yankees. And we're playing him to go over in this game, over 5.5 strikeouts. Moving along, guys, we got the Milwaukee Brewers in Miami taking on the Marlins. The Marlins were able to pull out the victory yesterday, a score of 4-2. In this matchup today, Woodruff is on the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers. He will be making his season debut in this game today. Cabrera on the mount for the Miami Marlins. He's 3-2 this season with a 3.41 ERA. Like I said, Woodruff will be making his season debut in this game. He has not pitched in the majors since 2023. Granted, he has spent all of this season in the minors, getting prepared to come back to the majors. So they were preparing him. He was on a timetable for this return. So it's not like he's going to be limited by any means. Looking at Cabrera for the Miami Marlins. He's 2-3 this season with a 3.41 ERA. In his last 4 starts, his ERA is at 1.90. He's coming off of 4 straight quality starts. This Miami Marlins team, offensively, in the last 2 weeks, is batting .265. They've been red hot, especially by their standards where they were at the top of the year. In this game today, the Milwaukee Brewers are still the betting odds favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Miami Marlins on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we're taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. 1 Brewer, 1 Marlin. Give me Contreras of the Brewers, and we're taking Ramirez of the Marlins. On to the pitching props now. We only have 1 starting pitcher's line, that's Cabrera of the Miami Marlins, and we're playing his over today, over 4.5 strikeouts. On after that, guys, we got the Detroit Tigers in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. Detroit will be looking for the sweep here today in this game. They won yesterday's matchup a score of 1-0. In this game today, the left-handed pitcher Screwball is on the mount. The Tigers' ace is 10-2 this season with a 2.15 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Williams gets a start for the Guardians today. He's 5-4 this season with a 3.86 ERA. We all know this Cleveland team against left-handed pitching is one of the worst. They're batting .218 this season with just 18 home runs off of left-handed pitching. This last 5 days, this Guardians team, no matter who's pitching, has looked absolutely terrible. In the last 5 days, they're batting .180 as a team. Looking at Screwball, his last 5 starts, ERA's at 1.80. In this matchup today, we're going back to our first play of the series. We're playing the Tigers on the run line. The game total is set at 7.5, and we're taking the over in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. 1 Guardian, 1 Tiger. Give me Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians, and we're playing Baez of the Detroit Tigers, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. We like Screwball to go over his line in this game, over 7.5 strikeouts. Williams, we're playing his under in this game, under 5.5 Ks today. On after that, guys, we got the Tampa Bay Rays in Minnesota taking on the Twins. The Twins are looking for the sweep here today. They won yesterday's game a score of 6-5. In this matchup, for the Tampa Bay Rays today, Russ Munson on the mount. He's 7-5 this season with a 2.78 ERA. Joe Ryan gets the start for the Minnesota Twins. He's 8-4 this year with a 2.75 ERA. Little caveat, both of these pitchers have already faced these teams when they played the series earlier this year in Tampa Bay. Both of these pitchers, like I said, got the victory against the opposing team. In this matchup today, I like this Minnesota Twins team to keep their streak going. We're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we're taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 1 Ray, 1 Twin. Give me Brandon Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays, and we're playing Byron Buxton of the Minnesota Twins, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. Russ Munson of the Tampa Bay Rays, we're playing his under in this game. Under 4.5 strikeouts. Joe Ryan, we're playing his over today, over 5.5 Ks. Moving along, guys, we got the Chicago White Sox in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The White Sox will be looking for the sweep here today as well. They won yesterday's game a score of 10-3. In this matchup today, Smith on the mount for the White Sox. He's 3-6 this season with a 3.86 ERA. Dollander on the mount for the Colorado Rockies. He's 2-9 this year with a 6.65 ERA. Like I said, Shane Smith's ERA this season is 3.86. Looking at him in his last 4 starts, his ERA is near 10. He's been terrible in his last 4 starts. Granted, this Rockies team is very inconsistent. Their pitching is the worst in the majors. Besides that, offensively, in the last 7 days, this Rockies team is batting .290. In this game today, the Chicago White Sox are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing the home dogs again in this one. Give me the Colorado Rockies on the money line. For the game total, it is set at 11, and we're playing the under in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this game. We're playing Trotman of the Chicago White Sox, and we're playing Beck and Freeman of the Colorado Rockies. And in this game, there will be no pitching props. Alright, on after that, another series with a potential sweep on the line today. The Pittsburgh Pirates in Seattle taking on the Mariners. The Mariners will be the team looking for the sweep. They won yesterday's game, a score of 1-0. In this matchup today, the Pittsburgh Pirates have their ace on the mound in Paul Skeens. He's 4-7 with a 2.03 ERA. Kirby on the mount for the Mariners. He's 2-4 this year with a 4.85 ERA. Paul Skeens' record being 4-7 with a 2.03 ERA just goes to show when he pitches, the little bit of run support he gets. Looking at this Mariners team offensively, we know they're not the best team at home. Their batting average at home is at .230 this season. In this matchup today, I don't have any faith in the Pittsburgh Pirates offense in playing in Seattle. Granted, if they were back in Pittsburgh, this will be a completely different call for me. In this matchup today, I'm going back to it. I'm playing Seattle on the money line. The game total is set at 6.5, and we're taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. 1 Pirate, 1 Mariner. Give me McCutchen of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we're playing Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. We're playing Paul Skeens to go over his line, over 7.5 strikeouts. Kirby, we're taking his under in this one today. Under 5.5 Ks. As a matter of fact, this could be the same exact score like yesterday, a 1-0 game. Moving along, guys, we got the Kansas City Royals in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. This series is split coming into today's matchup. The Diamondbacks won yesterday's game, a score of 7-1. In this matchup today, Lorenzen, the right-handed pitcher, is on the mound for the Kansas City Royals. He's 4-8 this season with a 4.95 ERA. For the Arizona Diamondbacks, they have their opener on the mound. He'll be Descalfin. He's no wins, no losses this season with a 4.82 ERA. Like I said, the Diamondbacks have an opener in this game. He's expected to only go 1 inning, meaning the Arizona Diamondbacks will be using their entire bullpen for this game. This Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen is the 3rd worst in the majors. Their ERA is combined for the entire season at 5.20. This year, there's only 4 teams in the majors whose bullpen has an ERA above 5, and this Diamondbacks team is one of them. Looking at the matchup today, Lorenzen has been inconsistent in his last few starts. Granted, he gets roughed up by left-handed hitting, I should say. There's a lot of left-handed bats in this Arizona Diamondbacks lineup. In this game, the Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen is still the biggest determination of who wins and who loses, in my opinion. With that being said, the Diamondbacks are somehow the betting odds favorites, and we're playing the Road Dogs in this game. Give me the Kansas City Royals on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and we're playing the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. 1 Royal, 1 Diamondback. Give me Pasquinto of the Kansas City Royals, and we're playing Corbin Carroll of the Arizona Diamondbacks, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. The only starting pitcher's line we have is Lorenzen of the Kansas City Royals, and we're playing his over today. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Moving along, guys, we got the Houston Astros in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. The Astros will also be looking for the sweep here today. They won yesterday's game, a score of 6-4. In this matchup today, Gusto is, they're not really official who might be the pitcher for the Houston Astros. Everything I'm seeing, it says Gusto will be their starting pitcher. Sheehan is the listed confirmed pitcher for the Dodgers. He's no wins, no losses this year with a 2.25 ERA. Getting straight to our play in this one. We're taking the Dodgers on the run line. The game total is set at 9, and we're taking the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this one. Give me Myers of the Houston Astros, and we're playing Will Smith and Kim of the Los Angeles Dodgers. In this game, there'll be no pitching props. On after that, guys, we got the St. Louis Cardinals in Chicago taking on the Cubs. This is another series that split coming into today. The Cardinals were able to pull out the victory yesterday, a score of 8-6 in this matchup today. The right-handed pitcher Fetty's on the mound for the Cardinals. He's 3-8 this season with a 4.65 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Boyd is on the mound for the Cubs. He's 8-3 in this season with a 2.65 ERA. Looking at this Chicago Cubs team against right-handed pitching, they're batting .260, which is the second highest in the majors against right-handed pitching. Also, they have 98 home runs to go along with it, which is the third highest of any team in the majors against right-handed pitching. Boyd is on the mound for the Cubs. He's been good this year. He has had some rocky starts. Looking at this Cardinals team against left-handed pitching, they're batting .230 this year with just 23 home runs. In this matchup today, the Cubs are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5. We're taking the under in this one. As a matter of fact, the prior two games, there was 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing straight to the outfield. This is the opposite. In this matchup today, we have 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the outfield straight into the diamond. So we like the under 7.5 total runs. On to the hitting props. 2 total bases. 2 Cubbies in this one. We're playing Kyle Tucker as well as Crow Armstrong, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props now. I like Fetty of the Cardinals to go over his line in this game, over 3.5 strikeouts. Boyd, I'm playing his under in this game, under 5.5 Ks. Alright guys, moving along, we got the Texas Rangers in San Diego taking on the Padres, another series that split coming into today. The Rangers were able to win yesterday's game, a score of 7-4. In this matchup today, Leiter on the mound for the Rangers. The right-handed pitcher is 4-5 this year with a 4.29 ERA. Of course, this is another matchup where they have not officially listed the starting pitcher for the Padres. Every site I'm checking, I do see the starting pitcher Kyle Hart listed. This season, through 6 starts, this guy has an ERA of 6.66. So, real evil ERA he has. I can't even make that up. Anyways, in this matchup today, the San Diego Padres are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we're taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking 1 Ranger, 1 Padre. Give me Seager of the Texas Rangers and Fernando Tatis of the Padres, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. We only have 1 starting pitcher's line. That's Leiter of the Rangers, and I like him to go under in this game, under 3.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, final game of the day. We have the San Francisco Giants in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. This series is split coming into today's matchup. The Giants were able to win yesterday's game, a score of 7-2. In this matchup today, the right-handed pitcher Birdsong's on the mound for the Giants. He's 3-3 this year with a 4.30 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Lopez is on the mound for the Athletics. He's 2-4 this season with a 3.38 ERA. Looking at Birdsong, when he first came up, he had like 2 straight quality starts. Since then, his last 5 starts, his ERA is above 8. Looking at Lopez, he's the complete opposite. When he started off the year, he was getting roughed up. Since then, in his last 5 starts, his ERA is at 1.30. Now, even though his ERA is at 1.30 in his last 5 starts, his last start was his worst start. He played the Tampa Bay Rays and gave up 3 earned runs. If we removed that game from his from his record real quick, in his last 4 starts against the Orioles, the Royals, the Astros, and the Detroit Tigers, his ERA is at 0.20. This dude has been dominant in his last few outings. Looking at this Giants team, we always talk about the Guardians versus left-handed pitching. The Giants are literally the worst left-handed pitching hitting team in the majors. They're batting .208, which is the lowest out of any team in the majors. They also have 19 home runs to go along with it. In this matchup today, the Giants are still the betting odds favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Athletics on the money line. The game total is set at 10, and we're playing the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 3 batsmen in this one. Give me Jung Ho Lee of the Giants, and we're playing Kurtz and Butler of the Athletics, all to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. Both of these starting pitchers' lines are set at 5.5, and I like both of them to go under in this one. Birdsong of the Giants under 5.5 Ks. Lopez of the Athletics under 5.5 strikeouts as well. Alrighty guys, before we jump into our 4 parlay plays of the day, I just want to address something real quick. Yesterday, when we had the 2 out of 3 legs for our home run parlay, a lot of you guys were hitting me in the comments saying you're going to cash out. Should you cash out? Some people were asking. I'm going to tell you guys this. It's always going to come down to you. If you know you placed a $1 wager and you could turn a profit and you're happy with that profit, cash out. Never let someone tell you what to do. When it comes to your financial situation, your money, your finances, that's your money. Never let anyone suggest to you, listen, I might be able to say I'm okay with losing the play if the home run doesn't come through. Not everybody's going to be like that. So if you know it's a good situation for you, take it. Just take the cash out. I would always say that to you. Anyways, with all of that being said, guys, let's jump into our 4 parlay plays of the day. We're starting off with our first one. It will be a 5-leg game parlay. Our first play will be the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. Then we're playing the Boston Red Sox on the run line, the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line, and we wrap it up with the New York Yankees on the money line, as well as the Mets-Yankees game total to go over 9 total runs. All 5 legs, $5 bet pays $105. On after that, we have a 6-leg game parlay where we start off with the Detroit Tigers on the run line, the Colorado Rockies on the money line, the Kansas City Royals, Arizona Diamondbacks game total to go over 9.5 total runs, the Los Angeles Dodgers on the run line, and we wrap it up with the Chicago Cubs on the money line, as well as the Athletics on the money line. All 6 legs, $5 bet pays $160. On to our home run parlays, our 2 home run parlays. We start off with our first one. It will be a 4-leg home run parlay. Our first play is Vlad Jr. of the Toronto Blue Jays. We're then taking Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees, Corbin Carroll of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and we wrap it up with Kurtz of the Athletics. All 4 gentlemen, $1 bet pays $160. All right, on to our final home run play. Our final home run parlay will be a 3-leg home run parlay where we start off with Trotman of the Chicago White Sox. We're then going to play O'Neal Cruz of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and we wrap it up with Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All 3 gentlemen, $1 bet pays $140. Once again, guys, I just want to send my salutes out to everybody. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. I really appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I hope we can win some money today, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.